Okay, what's up, Leo, Sun, Rising, Moon? Welcome to this July Blessings video reading. I don't know, is this really working? Yeah, it's working. So, Leo, by the way, there's some good things, some good news happening in my life as well. I mean, besides the fact that we have reached 600 people, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for playing this part in this community. It's amazing. What I want to say is, yes, I was blessed with this opportunity that has risen up for me. It is this one web page called Cloud9 Tarot, and check out the description box below, where you can literally call me for a over phone reading with the tarot, just like on the phone, and I will read your tarot cards over the phone and give you some clarity about whatever you need clarity for. Check out the description box, check out the webpage, and yeah, take what resonates. If you want to book me for a one-on-one reading through video or whatever service you feel aligned to, there's my email address, angelo77@gmail.com. I'm so down for anything because I have open, I'm open, I have some space in my schedule, and I'm more than happy to help you out with whatever you need. But let's see what this reading is bringing you. July Blessings, Leo. The last time, the first three cards, Tarot, 4 Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, and 9 of Swords in reverse. Oh my god, it's so happening. Crazy! And the bottom of the deck energy for the tarot cards is the 9 of Wands in reverse. So 4 of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, and a 9 of Swords in reverse. It might be someone that you're dealing with in a King of Swords in reverse, but I feel like I heard something as in having lack in judgment and taking decisions based on, like observing your intuitive, rational thoughts, your intellect in regards to your intuition. Maybe there might be some challenges here and there in regards to what is actually my intuition giving me here, in regards to your intellect, holding on to something too tight maybe, or you need to hold on more, so you need to become more selfish. This is something that I get more, but I want to clarify each card with the other tarot card deck here that I have. But with the 9 of Swords in reverse, it's also completion in your mental energy. 9 of Swords and King of Swords kind of feels like 10 of Swords energy. But let's see. 4 of Pentacles, clarifier please. Leo, Sun, Rising, Moon. Check out also your Sun, Rising, Moon, okay? Wow, 4 of Swords for the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You're holding on too much to this King of Swords energy here, to this, maybe this person, maybe this father figure, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini might be as well, Sun, Rising, Moon. Let's see what the King of Swords, clarifier please. The King of Swords energy in reverse is someone that has like speaks their truth but in a harsh way. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and 3 of Wands in reverse. Very impatient person, grabbing just like one perspective and holding onto that very tight, like as in holding on to the sword, to this belief. And maybe this creates this way of just like throwing their sword at you, cutting, like, like saying things, words stand as an anagram for sword. And the words that they're using, the words that this person uses might create this survival mood for you to hold on to your beliefs or your pentacles, to the things that you've been working on, your stability, and they create this instability within your being. But in fact, they just like mirroring something within you with the 4 of Swords that you need to release, because usually whatever we see in someone is just like a reflection of ourselves, in a way of, if this person's way of speaking towards you is triggering you in a way, even so much that you might have this way of feeling unstable at night, or you even living together with this person, it's also about that this person just like makes you aware of some lack within your ego that you could work more on, to speak up for yourself, to to make decisions for yourself, for your highest good. And this person here might wants to take decisions for you, or it feels like this person is speaking to you in a way of manipulating the decisions that you could make for your life. With the Three of Wands and One of Pentacle, yeah, they're so like, I feel like this is not your energy with the King of Swords. This is literally someone in your current situation that is holding on so much to this one perspective, and doesn't wait, or not has like doesn't have any emotional intelligence to know if it could hurt you when they pronounce these things in that way, or when they use these words as, rather than using different words to substitute it to make it more in a good way, you know, as if someone is like telling you, oh yeah, you're waiting for your abundance, or you're waiting for your clients because you started to tap into your entrepreneurship with your own business. And you're like someone that would say more like, as in, I'm not waiting for my clients, I'm welcoming my clients. But this person is just like constantly saying like, you are deceiving yourself. You say that you are welcoming clients, but in fact you're actually waiting for them. And you know, you're like someone very sensitive and hyper aware with the words that you want to use for your reality and describing your story. Like seeing that, you know, you would not say that this is something difficult or hard to make. You would say more something as in, this is a challenge. You know, you tend to speak more from a higher self perspective with the Four of Pentacles, and it's really challenging for you to hold on to these beliefs and these perceptions, since this person here is constantly trying to attack you, or it feels like as if they're attacking you. And this is something that you release more and more to not get triggered by that, maybe even. Let's see, with the Nine of Swords here in reverse clarifier. But even here, oh lol, it's so funny. Like I wanted to say, even here in the bottom of the deck energy of the big tarot cards, it's Nine of Wands. And Nine of Wands is also always talking about setting boundaries, saying no, taking a step back from people. And now the Nine of Wands came again in this deck in reverse, the same thing for Nine of Swords. Because I think you are actually aware of how to that you're aware of, that you need to set boundaries towards this King of Swords energy, especially in regards to your own beliefs, in regards to the way of how you think, how you speak about your story, because you're releasing more and more some things here. Maybe even the fear of not speaking up towards this person, the fear of not feeling stable enough emotionally or mentally to speak up towards this person. But this this comes more and more to an end. 44% better. Oh my holy, there's a big bee just like flying here. Bumblebee. Like for real, this is the first time I see like, ooh. Okay. Abundance is coming to you. Like for real, because bees is also like a sign for me for abundance and blessings. And it wanted to come to your deck right now, to your reading. But then it just like made us went the other way. I don't know if it was because of my energy or if it's like a symbolism for having delay, you know. But let's see what is coming. Hey, bottom of the deck here as well, Strength card, 1111. 11 is the month for July. Numerology number for July is the number 11. Like based on intuition, higher realms, listening to your intuitive guides, to your impulses, taking action upon that. I want to see with the Energy Oracle card, what is coming to you in July as an energy. Daughter Spirit, and it fell on Ace of Pentacles. And Daughter Spirit in reverse. And the reversal of Daughter Spirit is a 73, so it's a 7 and a 3 for completion as a 10. And I feel like it's maybe even you. I feel like this is again like with this, imagine this example, or remember this example that I was talking about, like you, for example, say towards this King of Swords energy that you welcome clients, or that you welcome abundance, or you sense something is coming to your way from spirit, maybe your prayers. Maybe you don't say it in this kind of way, like I'm quoting 101 to this King of Swords. Yeah, I know my prayers are heard and I know something's coming from spirit, but you say something as in, I feel something is happening for me behind the scenes, or I am connected to the bigger picture, and I know this is something divinely created for me, or this is something from the universe, this is some rewards from the universe that are coming to cross my path. And this King of Swords is more this tendency of energy that is like talking your blessings down, you know, like being like, do you really think that something is coming from the universe? And do you really think that something is coming to your way? Do you really think your blessings are arriving? And you just like, shit, yes, I know that this is true for me. This is something that If you don't believe in that, King of Swords, it is your belief, and I respect that. It's something that, you know, you stand for, and it must be true for your reality. But in my reality, in my belief system, I believe in the prayers and the rewards that I'm receiving for my prayers. And this is something that's coming to your way. The more you are acknowledging and holding on to this bigger perception that you have towards to your life with the Four of Pentacles, not being tempted by other belief systems that are projected onto you that are more limited than yours, because you see the sky as a limit and you hold on to this perception so bad, like so so strongly, or so strong, in such a strong way. And there's completion coming. I feel like this is like kind of a last challenge or a last lesson that the spirit realm or the universe wants you to test you with. Maybe you have connected again with your parents or with some close people, or back again in this roommate constellation because you have been away, or you're back again in your family place because you have been away, and you're experiencing this King of Swords on a daily basis, because even at night it makes you challenging to sleep, to fall asleep, because you're so holding on to the words that this person has given to you, and you releasing yourself from that. You're doing the inner work at night. You even maybe even calling upon at night. And if you don't do that, I can really highly deeply recommend this to you, where you laying at night in your bed and you calling upon your spirit guides, your ancestors, your archangels, to help you to cleanse your energetic system, your physical vessel, to your emotional, mental body, your spiritual body, in all kind of dimensions and all kind of timeline realities, because you don't want those words, this vibration, these frequencies of words that this King of Swords has spread to you. You don't want them to stay in your system. And this is something that you can do. This is something that I'm doing every night or every morning. Before I go to sleep, I call upon my guides to cleanse my bodies. I mean, since I'm also reading tarot cards and tapping into the energy of other people, I'm also very hypersensitive towards my surroundings, and I know how it feels if other people project their beliefs onto you and you're not really resonating with this belief system, which is totally fine, you know? Like, you don't have to, like, all the time listen to other people. And there's also this trick to, if someone is projecting bullshit onto you and you're not very resonating with that, you can just simply say, if you believe in that, it must be true for you. You know, you're just like affirming with them their belief system, their limiting belief. So you don't have to adapt to their limiting belief and disrespect your unlimited ones. You feel me? So let's see what kind of energy is coming through as well for you. July, Leo, Sun, Rising, Moon. July, Leo, Sun, Rising, Moon. Blessings. Wow. The Attachment card and Healer of the Ages. And this came also in Cancer and Libra, I think, with Healer of the Ages. Like in a lot of zodiacs. And I feel like you're receiving more and more your gifts, the more you detach yourself from holding onto the chains of based on fear, those chains that are holding you back to become this fully enlightened person that enlightens other people. And here, bottom of the deck, all tied up. How beautiful is that synchronicity? It's like you hold yourself back to shine and radiate fully with your light towards your situations, towards your people, towards your surroundings, towards your circumstances. And this is also something that Gemini had very strongly in their chart. Maybe even there's some vice versa energy here with a Gemini. I don't know, because you trigger that in them and they trigger you. Check out the Gemini reading. Maybe there might be some messages for you as a cross-watcher, because you being more this divine person, maybe activating your divine feminine energy, Leo. You're being more sensitive, more compassionate, more creative, more like more kind, more intuitive, more reflective, more expressive in a unique way. Whatever, like if it's coloring your hair, wearing rings, jewelry, and you're actually a guy and you've been maybe conditioned or programmed in thinking that man cannot do that because you are manifested in a physical male gendered body, and it's not allowed for you to be this way that you want to be, and you're like more tapping out and from this belief system that you are actually, that you can actually be connecting to your inner divinity. Look, there's the Three of Wands and there's this divine feminine, and this might be even you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning of recreating yourself and your perception towards life, because you understood more and more that this King of Swords cannot hold you any longer back. And you just like let put off the mask that you have been wearing and conditioned to wear because you were afraid to trigger your surroundings, or you were afraid to be confronted with this question about maybe your sexuality or your gender, or afraid of being judged by you being and fulfilling and embracing you. And this is something that changes more and more within your being, because the more you actually understand for yourself that you can be whoever you want to be, and emitting and radiating light the way of how you want to do that, the more you release yourself from those chains that are holding you back. And I feel like you're right now very in 4D reality, and like acknowledging and observing your own conditioning, your patterns, your programming, and releasing that mask that you've been that you felt you have to wear whenever you go out, whenever you are with friends. You are a complete different person in regards or comparison to your being in your home life. These narcissistic traits that you can finally release yourself from. You know what is coming through with the psychic tarot. And this is something like, again, like I think we all in the collective, like the majority in the collective, the majority of people living their human experience, we all have been raised, programmed, and conditioned with narcissistic traded patterns or traits or characteristics, layers of conditioning. I'm telling you, in the middle school, in primary school, I've been like, even in high school, before, like every year before 2018 and 2019 especially, I had major narcissistic traits, like trying to fix other people constantly, or being emotionally manipulative, or reactive towards my friends, having this oppressed divine feminine within me. Like, for real, this is shadow work. This is you realizing more and more your own aspects of your programming, and realizing how to integrate these aspects that you've been neglecting so long and back into your being again, so you can embrace these aspects that you felt so traumatized to not to embrace. You know, maybe in your childhood you had some experiences where you felt more where you expressed yourself in some unique ways with the old tied up card here, and whenever you did that, you have been going through a trauma thing, you know, based on like created by your co-created by your parents or parental figures in your life that make you feel judged. Or maybe even in middle school and primary school. This is something I remember from kindergarten even, or from primary school. Whenever I had this more way of expressing myself through colors, through having this lyrical postures, or like talking in gestures, people were like questioning my gender, or people were questioning my sexuality or whatever, or like calling me out as things, because just the way of how I was. And it triggered them in some kind of way, because in Germany there's a huge, in the German collective, there's a huge big energy of oppressing your divine feminine energy, like for real. And you can see that with you just like having some color in your hair, maybe wearing nail polish or jewelry, and people, like especially male figures, toxic masculine energy or overactive masculine energy, just like questioning you, or like giving you some judgmental way of looking at you, or like even like talking to you about you being you and calling you out. I'm telling, for real. And yeah, maybe it's the same for you, like not even just like you being manifested in a physical male gendered body. It can also be just like you being manifested in a physical female gendered body, and you never have been allowed to live out your whole divinity as a feminine, divine feminine, based on your culture or your religion or the programming that you have been through. Maybe it was not allowed for you to be more feminine in a way of showing some skin or wearing skirts, or you know, because divine feminine has been oppressed for so long, and now it's rising up more and more again, and we are acknowledging that in each being through each spiritual awakening. For real. Let's see what is coming through with the psychic tarot as well. Holy, too many cards. Like for real, look at that, and no card. It's just like so. Like maybe there's some healing going on through you right now with the channeling or the speaking that I did to you. That spirit wanted to share with you, because I got goosebumps talking with you about these topics. Harmony is coming with your divine feminine, divine masculine, your inner being becoming more and more in harmony in July. Emotional loss, and I think it's with you have been doing the emotional work. And there's another card, mental conflict. And spiritual union in reverse as the bottom of the deck energy. I got goosebumps. I think with the mental conflict, when I look at those cards, it's literally you stopping to choose. Like it's like you stop to neglect your own bliss, your own lucky life that you can choose to live by embracing who you are divinely through your energy, through your gender, through your clothing, through just like you being you in whatever shape, form, size, color you want to be. You choose finally to become purple, and it has an end to be red, for just like for other people to be happy with you. You finally understand more and more that it's okay to choose you, and it's okay to be this warrior with the solar plexus here, to not be the servant anymore, so other people feel happy with you, just like being and wearing this mask that they expect you to wear, or that they have programmed you to wear in public. Or what are the neighbors thinking, what are your cousins thinking, your aunties, your uncles, your grandparents, with you being you this way. And you just like, you don't give a damn about anymore what my parents, what my cousins, my parents, my neighbors, or your neighbors, your parents, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your grandparents are thinking of you, or even like your environment, just because you want to be this person, your best, highest version that you imagine yourself to be. And you're just like doing that, bringing more and more harmony in being that, and fulfilling you and expressing you. You know, it has an end with this mental conflict of constantly choosing other people rather than to choose you. It has an end with you putting other people's happiness on a pedestal rather than your own, especially if you just want to be the person that you want to be in all the colors, in the true divine colors that you want to radiate with. Maybe even in July, it's like for the one or the other, an actual coming out from a closet, you know, with you just like changing your physical appearance with the way of how you always wanted to be. I'm telling you, as like, please be you and do you with whatever tools you have, as long as you don't intentionally harm anyone or hurt anyone with you being you. Like, you know, if someone gets triggered or hurt with you coloring your hair and you're a guy and it's not allowed in your culture to color your hair, don't give a damn about that. If you just like choose your own bliss and your own happiness with the tools that you have without hurting anyone actively, then you don't do anything wrong. You're actually helping them to see that there's beyond culture, that there's beyond conditioning, that there's beyond religion. You don't have, like, you don't, you know, like, you can be whoever the fuck you want to be, and it doesn't have to say anything about your sexual orientation or your gender or the person that you want to become to, or if you're a good person or an evil person, or, you know, like, nothing. It has nothing to do with who you choose you want to be. Your physical appearance, the way of how you want to wear your clothes, your the way of how you want to represent your physical vessel, and the way of how you speak, or the way of how you are towards your surroundings, doesn't have to say anything about what kind of decisions you make or you choose to whether be a good person or an evil person, good or bad. This has nothing to do with how you want to wear your clothing or your jewelry, or maybe even you feeling trapped in the wrong gender, in the wrong physical gender, and you're actually having the bravery now and the courage now to create these changes and to stand true to who you are, even if it's a process, even if it's something of a big new you. You're not a bad guy or a bad person just because you follow your bliss, just because you follow your happiness. And this is something, like, for example, in my conditioning, I got programmed always to think about what other people might think about me, or what the neighbors are telling about me, or what the neighbors are gossiping, and blah 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 blah. Like, always trying to be the servant, but I was always rebellious. Yet I was also trapped a lot in my own fears, in my own like way of like listening more to the fear voice, especially because in my conditioning I was like kind of, like here and there emotionally, or I was allowed, let's say, to experience emotional or physical abuse whenever I was not listening, or when I was too rebellious. But this is something beautiful that I was allowed to experience, because it made me to who I am now. That person that understands how to help other people, because he started first to help himself, Take what resonates. So let's see what kind of spirit animal cards are coming through to you, Leo. So July is a big, big, big transformation for you. And I feel like even with the Four of Pentacles, when I look again, it's like you releasing those conditionings that you were holding on for too long, and that you didn't feel very confident or comfortable with. This mask that you finally allowed to put off. The black egg, you speaking up and you being your authentic self. Black egg spirit animal deck, look up for the meaning. It's your throat chakra. And the frog and the scorpion, you don't hold any more a grudge onto this King of Swords or onto this person, and you choose more and more to heal. Allow yourself and give yourself more and more to heal. The frog is a beautiful symbolism for abundance as well, and the scorpion is like someone that is holding on grudge or revenge. So don't try to be like in this revenge or this holding on to grudge towards these people that were pushing your boundaries, that were constantly trying to fix, that were constantly trying to maintain your mask for the neighbors or for the family members that are stalking on social media. Like all these narcissistic traits, don't hold on a grudge towards them. Try to alchemize these for yourself. And if it needs like you need to take a step back from these people that don't understand that you are who you are, then it is what it is, and take a step back from them. Choose you, choose always yourself. It's very challenging and it's very difficult to say that, and it might be even harsh for the one or the other, but it's like, 2020 is also the year where you actually start seeing clearly, especially right now in this period of time, through relationships and through your own conditioning, the shadow aspects of yourself as well as of others. And it's literally you releasing. So July is going to be a lot of putting off masks, receiving ideas from spirit, how to be the person that you want to be and shine with your light. It's like you understanding that you are Magnus Bane from Shadow Hunters. Like, I don't know if you know that, and you had to be Alec the whole time. You feel me? And you're allowing yourself and giving yourself finally permission to wear makeup or to be this person that you feel like you want to be. And you have been conditioned and programmed the whole time since childhood that this is not allowed for you to be this way. And now finally it's coming off. Leo, if this deeply, highly resonated with you, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate donations through my PayPal, take what resonates, or book me for a private reading, or book me for over a phone reading. I would love to have a chat with you. Yeah, I send you so much love and light and blessings and abundance and miracles and unicorns and a lot of courage and bravery for your July month. You deserve to follow your own bliss and your own happiness. Never doubt that. Never doubt yourself. And yeah, goodbye.